Hi, it's JJ, your abundant artist mentor. I'm here to help you make the most of this energy so that you can infuse it into your creative work without having burnout, to really experience that success, that satisfaction that you want without burning the candle at both ends, drying yourself up, losing the inspiration. So, this week, which the Creative Energy Report this week is covering March 4th through March 10th. And this week I am calling it Abundant Mindset Mastery because the energy will be ripe this week for you to really work on having an abundant mindset. So let's dive into the energy so that you can know how to best use it with your creative work and in building your creative business. So the energy starts out this week. I'm just looking at my notes. It is from March 4th through the 6th. So the first couple days this week is really about a lot of energy coming in that is providing you with inspiration. And the downside of that is there might be a lot of doubt that comes with that as well. Self-doubt, doubt that the world, isn't ready for your work, the world doesn't want your work, whatever your story is. There can be a lot of doubt coming in with this inspiration. So there's that. We're going to get back to the abundant mindset mastery in a moment. Um, but then the energy shifts quite a bit as we move further into the week, and it really is around surrendering and diving into your passions instead of letting your mindset take you down. You don't want to let your mindset take you down. So here's what I mean by that. For the entire week, there's an energy that can bring doubt. There's an energy that can have you honestly playing the victim card, complaining about what's not working in your life, blaming people, blaming circumstances. Really, the energies there that can really get you stuck in the mire and muck of mindset. And I want you to just take a moment to think about this. This is an exercise I do with my private clients. When you're in the energy of doubt, you're experiencing doubt in your body, you're feeling it. You're feeling self-doubt. You're feeling like things will never work out for you. You're looking at all the things that have gone wrong and projecting that into the future and going, "Oh, things just never work out for me. I don't have good luck. The world doesn't like creatives. They don't want to pay for my work." Whatever your mind negative, we'll call it negative mindset. When you're in that space, what do you do with that energy? What most people do is binge Netflix, eat ice cream, procrastinate on their work, avoid interactions with other people, avoid taking those risks that can move you out into the world. They isolate, they withdraw, they might even give up. They might even put things away for a while. I give up. And yet that energy is within you and it's part of the energy of the week. So what do we do so that we can maintain an energy of abundance, so that we can attract new opportunities and be open to seeing the possibilities around us when that is part of the energy? Well, this is where the mastery comes in. For those of you who don't know, I am a master fearless living coach, which means I've been coaching creatives for about 25 years now, but I became certified in 2008 as a fearless living coach, really helping you deal with just that pattern I'm talking about right now, where your feelings, your thoughts, your mindset, your energy can take you down and pull you out of the game. So I work with clients. I'm a master coach working with clients, creative clients especially, to keep that energy up. Again, so we can attract more abundance, be open to the possibilities, be open to the inspiration that's there around us. And so, what I'm teaching you today is a fearless living technique. It is one of my favorite tools by my teacher, Rhonda Britton. Rhonda Britton, and she was a pioneer in the life coaching industry back in the early 2000s here in the US and over in the UK. She was pioneering life coach, one of the first ones, I think maybe the first one on TV. So she has this tool called the 4 A's. And it's really how you deal with this emotional energy that's coming in. So the first A is to acknowledge what you're feeling, acknowledge what's going on in your brain, acknowledge those thoughts, those feelings. Realize they're there. Now, I know a lot of teachers of abundance will tell you or might lead you to believe that you're supposed to ignore those because they're negative and they're going to attract the wrong thing. Not true. You're going to be carrying that frequency with you if you don't address it. So this helps you address it. So acknowledge what you're feeling, what's moving through you, what's moving through your thoughts, and then allow time to process them. Don't stuff them, don't hide them, don't run away from them. Allow some time to process them. Take some space. And science shows that an emotion can pass with you if you don't attach to it, if you don't attach the mindset and the thoughts and the story to it, it passes through us in 90 seconds or less. So I'm not putting expectations on you to process all your emotions in 90 seconds, but what I'm saying is if you take some time to scream into a pillow, to journal, to I remember one of my first coaches had me get a wiffle bat and bang the bed. Like just go all out whacking on the bed. Ooh, that sounded bad. You know what I mean, taking that wiffle bat to the bed. So really allow yourself to process those feelings, process that emotional energy that's moving through you. Acknowledge them. All right. So acknowledge what you're feeling is the first A, allow time to process. 3 is ask yourself what you're committed to. What are you committed to? What are the passions? What is the creative energy that moves through you that you're committed to? What are your goals? What are your values? What are you truly committed to? Ask yourself. And then act on those commitments. That's the fourth A. Act on those commitments. So we're not reacting from the emotional energy. We are acting on our commitments, our values, our what's important to us in life. We are acting from that space. And we've cleared out a lot of that emotional energy. So we're coming from a place that's clear and clean. And when we're acting on our values, acting on our commitments from that place that's clear and clean, that's when we're able to see possibilities. That's when we're able to see our next step. That's when we're able to attract more abundance. Now, before I go today, I want to talk about the emotional mastery, the abundant mindset mastery. So it's not about stuffing those feelings, stuffing those negative thoughts. Again, it's about addressing them, giving them some time and space, not a ton, not indulging, but addressing them and then moving through life overall, carrying that positive mindset knowing that the universe is caring for you, that you are taken care of, surrendering to what is happening and finding the gifts of goodness in them. I'm thinking of the word grace here. Grace. How can you move through this energy with grace? How can you look at the things that have happened to you that maybe you don't feel have turned out right for you? How can you move through them with grace, looking at the blessings that were there for you, the gifts that were there for you, those little nuggets of wisdom that you gained, and then moving through them, not being reactive, but moving through them with grace because you're in that more stable energy. And that really is what this abundant mindset mastery is about. Because what happens is, as I said, a lot of people who are into abundance or law of attraction want you to ignore the negative. Just stay positive. Just stay positive. Like I said, you're still carrying that energy with you. So you're not positive, even if you're putting on the mask of positivity. But let's say this is your emotional wave. I'm making it big right now, trying to cover the whole screen. This is your emotional wave. It's moving through you, whether you're staying positive and putting that mask on or not. When we're able to process that emotional energy and move into a mindset of gratefulness and grace, forgiveness of ourselves for the mistakes we've made, forgiveness of others for the mistakes they've made, getting those gifts of goodness that came from our life experiences, our wave evens out a bit. We don't have the extreme highs and lows. And then the mean, your sort of average energy Let's say this is your average. Right in the middle of the screen for those big emotional waves, right in the middle of the screen is your average, let's say. That's your calibration. That's what you're running most of the time. It's not great. It's not bad. It's here. Well, the more you're able to practice the 4 A's and shift into that mindset of grace and gratitude and finding the gifts in your life, then your average moves up. See? So that's the frequency you're running, and that's how you're able to have more abundance when you raise your overall average frequency. Oh, I hope that wasn't confusing. An illustration would be better than me probably doing this on the screen, but hopefully you see. So we're looking to raise your vibration, and you don't do that by ignoring the lows. You do that by addressing the lows, giving them their space, and then moving forward, clean and clear with that true abundant mindset. So this was a long one. This was a long one, but the energy is here this week to really support that that leaning into your passion and not letting the doubts, the worry, the victimization feelings, not letting them take you out, but leaning into that passion, leaning into that curiosity about life, leaning into that inspiration and letting that be your guide. As you know, I always love to hear from you. If this has been supportive to you, please leave a message in social media or hit reply if you've received this as my newsletter. Until next time, I'm JJ, your abundant artist mentor, helping you use the energy of the week to create a successful, satisfying creative business without the burnout. Stay inspired.